everybody, today I'm going to be showing you how to install an HID conversion kit. This is the box or the brand that I'm going to be using on my car. I'll be showing it to you on my Scion TC, and I've already installed one of the bulbs and the ballast. So it's installed on one side. I'm just going to be showing you the other side because it's the same for both sides, but so you don't really need to see it twice. At the end of the video, I'll be linking you to places where you can get the same ones I got because I'm really happy with these. I like the hints of blue in them. And I'll also be showing you a link to a video which shows what they look like once they're on my car. And before I put them on my car, I didn't really take a picture beforehand, but they just look like any regular, like, kind of yellowish light that you see down the highway, and you don't want a boring headlight like that, so this will definitely make you stand out. So if you want to see how to do it, just keep watching. Okay, this is the box of the HID lighting system that I will be installing. The brand is Flashtec. Inside, it looks like this. And I've already opened this, of course, and installed one of them, so that's why there's one left right here. It comes with an instruction manual right here if you need anything, but it's pretty self-explanatory, so you don't really need it. I don't think you need it too much, especially if you watch this video. So let's just take this out here. First, what you want to do is untwist tie your equipment. So here you have the bulb that is protected in this case right here. You want to make sure that that stays in the case until you actually do the installation. You see how it's inside and nicely protected? The bulb that I will be using for my car, which is the regular headlight, is 9006. And this is the ballast, which you will be connecting to these wires over here. Other things you will need for this installation is screws for mounting your ballast inside the car, because you don't want it just dangling around, and gloves, because you don't want to touch the bulbs with your bare hands because there's natural oils on your hands which will shorten the lifespan of your bulbs. And other than that, you want your car on a flat surface, so I'm going to bring it up on my driveway right now, and then we will get started. Okay, so once you have your car set up on a level surface, park and brake, everything, and the hood up, you want to see which one is your headlight. So the easiest way to do that is go inside your car and turn on the headlight and not the high beam. And then see which bulb lights up. Then go back and turn it off because you don't want bulbs to be really hot when you're working with them. So the next thing you do after that is remove your bulb. Okay, this is my headlight right here, and then this is my high beam, and there are two lights in here. There's a really small one, which is a park light, and then your main headlight. You want to open your hood, put your hand inside, and find your main headlight, not the small one, but the main headlight, and twist it and take it out, carefully take it out of the socket. And of course at this part you want to, if you're going to throw these bulbs away, it doesn't really matter, but if you're going to handle your HID light bulbs later, be wearing gloves. Okay, well this bulb, I'm just going to use my hands because I'm going to throw this away right afterwards anyways. This bulb's really old, it's like a year and a half old, I don't need it anymore. So what you want to do is, for example for mine, there is a lever right here, which if you push down, removes your bulb. And so now you have it removed, you're ready for the next step, which is the installation. Okay. Okay, now you're ready to assemble your bulb and your ballast. Now there's two ways you can do this. You can either, one, install everything here, assemble it here, and then install it as one big piece in the car, or you can do it a second way, which is what I prefer, is to install it in two separate pieces. The reason for this is you do not want to break the bulb. This is for the bulb safety. If you have two big pieces attached to each other and you're trying to handle both of them at the same time while installing this bulb, chances are you might break it, and you don't want to break your equipment because then you'd have to get another one. So now, since we're going to handle the bulb, what you want to do is put on gloves. Again, this is so the oils on your hands do not get on the bulb by any chance and shorten the life of the bulb. Once you have your gloves on, you are free to open this right here. Carefully hold the bulb here while you open it and remove the cover. A lot of you are going to wonder, how are we going to get this out? This is why it's also easier to install it in two separate pieces, because you can't attach these two together until you remove this one, and I'll show you why. You want to carefully pull it down, and when you come here, take this part right here and slip it through. It takes a lot of work, but you have to get this off. You can't leave it in there. And then you want to squeeze the black piece and slip it through here. And once you have it through there, carefully the whole time you're making sure the bulb is out of its way. Nothing is going to harm it. Once you have the clear piece down here, pull out the next thing right here, and then finally bring it down and pull it through the last part right here. So what you're going to do now is you're going to take your bulb right here and put it in exactly where your previous bulb was. Once you have your bulb installed in there, the extra wires hanging out, there's this black piece right here which has a notch on one side, and you want to install that where your previous bulb was, right here. And the notch goes on the side with the lever, so very simple. Just pretend that's your bulb and you want to push it in like so. Now we have our ballast and it's ready to be installed. The first thing you want to grab is this big piece right here and install it into the ballast right here. On the ballast there is a square notch or a rectangular notch and then a triangular notch. You want the side with the clip to go on the triangular notch, and you want to push down really hard because this will not work unless it's secure. So here you see the black clips are securely wrapped around and behind the triangular notch, and then that's when you know it's secure. For the other two things right here, you will be attaching these and installing them onto the two things over here. It's pretty easy to install this because you can't really go wrong. You want this end to go into this end, triangular notch on the side with the clip, and push it until it clicks, like that. And then same thing with the other side. The very last thing you want to do is, well, first of all, you want to test if it works. Mine works. The last thing you want to do is to find a place to mount your ballast, because you don't want this just sliding around, bumping around when you are driving around. So I'm going to do that right now, and I'm going to install it, and then you should be done. So we're done, and it's still daylight out, but this is what my HIDs look like if they're on in the daylight. They don't necessarily look this blue in person, it's just how they show up in the video. But if you want more information, like where I got it, link will be in the sidebar, whichever side that is. I'll also be putting up a video in a week in response to any questions or troubles you guys have, or any troubles that I went through into installing this. I'll put that in that video, so if you guys have issues, you guys can refer to that video to answer any of your questions instead of me answering your questions individually over and over again. So that link will be in the sidebar in a week when the video is up. And I will also be having a video up in a week of what the HIDs look like at night. So look out for that. And other than that, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And